The Delta Plus model is comprised of 7 elements that must evolve and mature for organizations to succeed in their analytics initiatives. These 7 elements are D, for integrated, high-quality, and easily accessible data. E, for managing analytics resources in a coordinated fashion across the enterprise. L, for strong, committed leadership that understands the importance of analytics and constantly advocates their use in decision and actions. T, for selecting the right strategic, organizational targets that will be the core of an analytics roadmap. A, for nurturing high-performing analytics professionals. The continued growth of big data and the introduction of new analytics techniques like machine learning provided the plus in the Delta Plus model. T, for the technologies that will support analytics across the organization. A, for the various analytical techniques ranging from simple descriptive statistics to machine learning. Let's look at each of these elements. As we go through them, do a self-assessment of where you think your organization is. D is for data. It is no secret that many organizations face data quality issues. For meaningful analytics to happen, organizations must ensure that high-quality data is organized and accessible by the right people. Make an assessment about data in your organization. Level 1. Inconsistent, poor quality, and unstandardized data. Difficult to do substantial analysis. No groups with strong data orientation. Level 2. Standardized and structured data, mostly in functional or process silos. Senior executives do not discuss data management. Level 3. Key data domains identified and central data repositories created. Level 4. Integrated, accurate, common data in central repositories. Data still mainly an IT matter, little unique data. Level 5. Relentless search for new data and metrics, leveraging structured and unstructured data like text and video. Data viewed as a strategic asset. E is for enterprise. Analytical organizations advocate a single and consistent perspective for analytics across the enterprise. This is accomplished by setting an analytics strategy and building a roadmap to implement that strategy. Make an assessment about your organization as an analytical enterprise. Level 1. No enterprise perspective on data or analytics. Poorly integrated systems. Level 2. Islands of data, technology, and expertise deliver local value. Level 3. Process or business unit focus for analytics. Infrastructure for analytics beginning to coalesce. Level 4. Key data technology and analytics professionals managed from an enterprise perspective. Level 5. Key analytical resources focused on enterprise priorities and differentiation. L is for leadership. Analytical organizations have leaders who fully embrace analytics and lead company culture towards data-driven decision-making. Beyond the C-level, all levels of leadership within the enterprise should support analytics. Make an assessment about leaders in your organization. Level 1. Little awareness of or interest in analytics. Level 2. Local leaders emerge but have little connection. Level 3. Senior leaders recognize importance of analytics and developing analytical capabilities. Level 4. Senior leaders develop analytical plans and build analytics capabilities. Level 5, strong leaders behave analytically and show passion for analytical competition. T is for targets. Analytics efforts must be aligned with specific strategic targets that are also aligned with the objectives of the organization. At the highest maturity level, these targets become embedded in the strategic planning process and are considered business initiatives and not just analytics initiatives. Make an assessment about the targets in your organization. Level 1, no targeting of opportunities. Level 2, multiple disconnected targets, typically not of strategic importance. Level 3, analytical efforts coalesce behind a small set of important targets. Level 4, analytics is centered on a few key business domains with explicit and ambitious outcomes. Level 5, analytics is integral to the company's distinctive capability and strategy. A is for analytics professionals. Organizations require analytical talent that covers a range of skills and roles, as we have learned in week 2 of this course. Once the right people are in place, keeping them motivated with creative and challenging projects is crucial. Make an assessment about analytics professionals in your organization. Level 1, few skills that are attached to specific functions. Level 2, unconnected pockets of analytics professionals and managed mix of skills. Level 3, analytics professionals recognized as key talent and focus on important business areas. Level 4, highly capable analytics professionals explicitly recruited, developed, deployed, and engaged. Level 5, world-class professional analytics professionals, cultivation of analytical amateurs across the enterprise. T is for technology. As the technology for analytics rapidly evolves, an organization's ability to deploy and manage the underlying infrastructure, tools, and technologies become increasingly important. Make an assessment about technology in your organization. Level 1, desktop technology, standard office packages, poorly integrated systems. Level 2, individual analytical initiatives, statistical packages, descriptive analytics, database querying, tabulations. Level 3, enterprise analytical plan, tool, and platforms, predictive analytical packages. Level 4, enterprise analytical plan and processes, cloud-based big data. Level 5, sophisticated enterprise-wide big data and analytics infrastructure, cognitive technologies, prescriptive analytics. A is for analytical techniques. With rapidly evolving technology comes a higher level of sophistication from the various analytical techniques that organizations may use in their decision-making process. This could range from simple descriptive statistics to machine learning. Make an assessment about analytical techniques in your organization. Level 1, mostly ad hoc, simple math, extrapolation, trending. Level 2, basic statistics, segmentation, database querying, tabulations of key metrics are leveraged to gain insights. Level 3, simple predictive analytics, classification and clustering, dynamic forecasts. Level 4, advanced predictive methods deployed to discover insights, advanced optimization, sentiment analytics, text and image analytics. Level 5, neural nets and deep learning, genetic algorithms, advanced machine learning.